Good evening. It's a wonderful joy to come to Norfolk that has almost as many, not quite as many fairies as Suffolk. The Blackshore collective come from Wynd, and I'm afraid that I come from just the other side of the A12. Ask me who I am.
Who are you?
I'm a tinker, a deep tinker. Ask me who I am. Ask me who I am.
Who are you?
I'm a tailor, a storyteller. Ask me who I am. Ask me who I am.
Who are you?
I'm a baker, a master baker. Now, wherever I travel, wherever I go, I hear stories. And I thought, just as you are the Folklore Society, before telling stories, I'd talk about stories. I hope that's all right. So, a fairy tale is one it's set in a world that most of the world still lives in. A world that everyone used to know, a living world. People shared this world, they didn't just own it. A world where we, the people, were not the only gods. In fact, we were not gods at all, merely small and unimportant passers-by, sharing the world with trees that could talk, surrounded by ghosts, witches and spirits, a place where dolphins and seals change into people and back again. Boys can change into hares. Fairies cause trouble. Warlocks chop up little boys. And trolls eat little girls. And the moon can marry the sun. Now, in common parlance, when people say something is a fairy tale, they mean that it's untrue, that it's made up, but it's mystical. This is absolute nonsense. This makes me furious. I want to reclaim the fairy tale, for I, in common with almost all of recorded humanity, and much of the world today, especially in the traditional societies I spend time with, places like Papua New Guinea and the Congo, believe that the world that is described in fairy tales is the real world. I will go further and say that I believe that these stories are one of the many ways in which the other world communicates with us. I was very nervous and even rather reluctant when Random House asked me that I would like to write down some of my favourite tales. But in some ways I thought putting the stories in a book was imprisoning them. So a bit like getting a butterfly and pinning it and putting it in a case. But if anyone's been to my museum, you know that I'm quite keen on that. So, I really enjoyed writing the book, and they came out in a different way from where I tell them. And I had to sort of think in a different way. And in many ways, in the book, I said that I thought that stories they're like viruses. You hear them, they go into your head, you inhale them, and then you sneeze, and they come out. And sometimes they come out the same way, and sometimes they mutate and change. But on a recent ayahuasca journey, the stories were very cross. And they sort of started attacking me. But then I was floated away on this beautiful pink floating cloud of very happy, very cheerful viruses. But they tried to communicate and they couldn't quite say anything to me until they were chased away by a giant snake that turned into a fairy who really told me. And what the fairy said was that stories are real, they're living, they're alive. So I think I'm going to call them spirits. It's what we used to call viruses, and that's how it is. I really think that storytelling is a form of mediumship. The story comes out sometimes exactly the way you hear it. Sometimes it comes out, you sort of change it, but quite often you fall, I think quite often storytellers form into a sort of trance, and they're not really there, they're sort of possessed by the story. I'm going to start with a short story that I heard this year on a Tetapari in the Solomon Islands. Late one night, we were sitting looking at the stars, and my host started saying, "Once upon a time, long, long ago, so long ago that no one's quite sure if it really happened or not. Far, far away, so far away, no one's quite sure if it's really there or not. 3 little boys were sitting on the seashore, and 3 little boys were grilling a couscous. A couscous is a marsupial. It's very tasty. It's probably brought by people to the Solomon Islands. And it was almost ready when a great giant appeared. That smells delicious. Do you mind if I have some? Now, where can I get another one from? Well, Mr. Giant, the tastiest couscouses, they live at the top of rain trees. Now, rain trees are these enormous, vast, great trees that are covered in epiphytic plants. They live at the top of rain trees, but they only ever live at the end of a dead branch. So you climb a big one and go to the end of the dead branch, and you'll find the most delicious couscous. So the giant went off, and when he found the biggest rain tree in the island, he climbed right to the top until he passed a couple of couscous lower down, but he knew there was a really big dead branch, so he went right to the end of that, licking his lips and salivating, and then it broke and he fell down. And he was absolutely furious. So he went looking for the little boys, and the little boys were grilling fish. Smells delicious. Do you mind if I have some? Oh, nom, 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 nom. Now, where can I get some more fish? Well, Mr. Giant, if you go round to the other side of the island, and then you climb up to the waterfall, there's a pool there, and if you drink all the water out of the pool, there'll be a lot of fish splatting around on the bottom, and you can eat that. So the giant, it's quite a long way to get to the waterfall, which is why he was sent there. So the giant went there, and he drank, and he drank, and he drank, but it didn't matter how much he drank. The water kept filling up, and his tummy got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, until a passing kingfisher popped it with his beak, and the water came out. So this time he's absolutely furious. And he finds the boys eating clams. Delicious. Mind if I have some? Now, where can I get more clams from? Well, Mr. Giant, if you go out onto the reef at low tide, you're so big, so much stronger than us. You'll be able to find a giant clam, a really big one. And now there's only one way you can pick up a giant clam, and they told him the way. So he went out onto the reef, waited till the tide was right down, and he found a giant clam this side. And he followed the instructions that the boys had given him, and he went over it, and he carefully lowered his testicles into the clam and tickled the clam so it clapped shut on his testicles. And then, of course, he couldn't stand up and he drowned.
This one is one of mine called Flights of Fancy.
If you do